It's a quick timing tutorial. We are using existing Japanese subtitles and we're just cleaning it up. It's a little bit easier than timing from scratch, but yeah, let me get started. So you'll just want to select the line and then play. So this program I'm using is called Aegisub. I'll link to this version I'm using so you guys can find it later. So this specific line looks like it's too short. So here's the start. The red line is the start. The blue is the end. So you'll just want to drag it like this. And we're just dragging it out a little bit so there's some buffer room. You hit this check mark to commit it. And then now it's red. So when it's red like this, these two lines, it means the timings are clashing. So let me play it to show you what it looks like. So you can see the second line, it goes on top. And that's because these two lines are overlapping. So it's 0.82 milliseconds here versus like 0.28. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at these two in I call this the wave area. I don't know what it's technically called, but this is a physical representation of what the audio looks like. Some people like this view. There's another view that you can switch it to. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's in audio. So you'll have a waveform display or a spectrum display. So spectrum looks like this. But I prefer this waveform. So pick either one that you like. I prefer this one. So since these two lines are overlapping, so you can see the first one here, right? Here's the red line and the blue line. The second one, the red line is over this first line here. So an easy trick is to highlight both of these lines, right click, and then we're going to scroll down and then make times continuous and then change start. So what this does is it's going to change the start time for that second line. And then it won't be red anymore. So you can see that it moved it by itself. So it is just basically, it looks at this line, the ending time here, and then copies it over here. And then you can see now it's all continuous. So, and then let's save this. And then play it again. And then, so if you want to just play it, the video as is, you just go like this. Okay. This one, I want to adjust it a little longer. And then... That's fine. So this one starts a little bit too early. So you want to move the line there. And then it's cut off. So we're going to adjust that. And then we're going to do that trick I just showed you earlier. So the start time. So you can see here, it's all continuous. And this part, Sakita-san.
Sakita-san?
Okay.
お前もういいわ。帰れ。俺理解力のない人間と仕事する気ないから。
So a thing about like when two people are talking and you don't want to split it, you can see like there's this this hard space, a hard break. So it's a slash, a backslash, capital N. This makes it on two separate lines here. It's good to put a dash to denote the different characters are talking. So we'll do that for the translation later. I'm not going to translate it now.
俺理解力のない人間と仕事する気ないから。
So you always want to play it just in case. Okay. Okay. So this one, I'm just going to accept it. I want to combine these lines because in Japanese captions, you'll see that there's an arrow. So this arrow just means that it continues to the next line. And official subtitles, usually the character limit is very short. So they'll have more lines, but the sentences are super short. So I want to combine this because for context, it's just easier to translate later. So that's the line. Let's play this. So this is clashing when it shouldn't. So let's play it here. So this one actually clashes with the top one. So we're gonna, this is the reverse. So we're going to make times continuous and then change the end. So when you change the end, it's usually changing that first line. So it's keeping these timestamps. So, and then it either adjusts this time or this timestamp. So we're going to do change end. And then you'll see that it looks okay now. Okay. Usually I don't translate these, so I'm going to delete those. This too is sound effects, I don't translate. Okay, save. So remember to save often. So I think that's all of the, let's do, okay, let's see, what line am I on? So 197. So I'm just going to comment this out. When you do a comment, it doesn't show up, but it stays in the subtitle file. So you can come back to it later. You just remember to uncheck this and then it shows up. So let's do timing of a on-screen text. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here's like episode 2. Let's see. So we could do like episode 2. You can change the style for it if you have it saved in your library here. We're gonna move it over here. So all you do, it's really easy. You just highlight the line, and then you see these crosshairs. You can move it anywhere on the screen. So you kind of want to center it. I don't think I even translated this part, but just an example, I'll do it for this one. So highlight the line and then use your arrows to move. So we're moving the video backwards, frame by frame. So you want to get it to like where it's barely showing. So you take note of this timestamp, and you type it in 54:42. Okay? But there's a fading that's happening, so you type this in, and we'll do that. So this 400 is 400 milliseconds from start to finish of the fade. The higher that number, the longer it takes to fade. The shorter it is, the faster the fade comes in and out. If you put 0, it doesn't fade. It just disappears on the next frame. Okay, let's see. So we're now looking at the end frame. You want to get it to like where it's barely noticeable. So this one timestamp is 59 seconds, 32 milliseconds. Okay, and then save it. So yeah, it's clashing here. You can see all these 3 lines, right? It's overlapping. But since the position of this episode 2 is like over here, it's not going to clash with like the dialogue. So now we're just going to test it. So it looks okay. I'm happy with it. And that's how you would do timing for like on-screen text. You would do it for anything that like this. I will not translate that. Maybe like a simple summary of what it is. Let's see what else in here. Only the relevant text should be translated and timed. If it's sometimes it's too much. Like this, we don't need to know what that is. Everyone knows what a computer looks like. Even like, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's timing in a nutshell. Next time I'll show you guys how to, I guess, typeset, and then maybe translate. But yeah, timing is the basis for everything. So it's essential that you try to get this right. Let's go back to the line that I was at. So there's some issues that like new people have related to timing is that it's either too short or too long. In those cases, there's this character per second indicator here. You might even have to like adjust the translation so it fits the timing. Or sometimes it's the reverse. You adjust the timing so it fits the translation. So I'll talk about that next time. But yeah, that's like the general gist of timing.